All right, let's get started, guys. Let me close this door here. All right, you guys, show me attention. Bow your neck. All right, student attendance, begin. Honor, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, courage, community. Bow, Q&A. All right, Junbi. All right, guys, so what we're going to do here is I want you to pick two different exercises, okay? For the last few classes, I've been picking jumping jacks and squats, but you can do push-ups and sit-ups and crunches, whatever. Two different exercises. And I want you to start at 10 and work your way, work your way down to 1. So we're going to do 10 of each, 9 of each, 8 of each, all the way down. Okay? Does that make sense, everyone? Yes. Okay. All right. Go for it on your own, guys. Go. Yeah. I'm been doing this all day. I'm going to take a second. Make sure you guys are rocking it. All right. Some nice squats, Miss Crystal. Good. Very good. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, there's 2 cats. The third one pops out, I might lose it. Keep it up, guys. All out. All right, when you guys are finished, just go ahead and stop, stand at attention stance. That way I know you're done. All right, keep it up, guys. All right. All right, guys. So from there, let's go ahead and stop there just for sake of time because I want to focus in really hard on all of our techniques. So we're going to go ahead and get into our stretches now. Arms forward. Full extension on the arm. Then backwards. Hugs coming across. Up and down. Hands on your hips. We're going to take our hips out side to side. Really kind of pushing on that hip to kind of get that extra little bit of stretch in there. Out circles. Other direction. All right. So feet and toes together. We're going to rotate the knees. And the other way. All right, drop down and cobra stretch. And cat back up on your hands and knees. Arch your back up, head down. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. All right, sit up. And now we're going to do our torso twist. All right, the way that one works, I'm going to take one over top, so right over left, all the way on the other side. You can do this with a straight leg if you like. I like to bend it. Either one's fine. Other hand comes across and twist. All right, switch. Left over right. Right hand across and twist. All right, from here, feet out. Hands behind the head and circle in side to side. All right, butterfly, feet in. Nose to toes. All right, nice and easy. We're gonna stand up. All right, shake it out. All right, touch it. And back your neck. Good. All right, so from here, first thing that I want to work on today is we're going to take some of the moves out of our form and we're going to break them down, and then we're going to put them all back together to get a real good head start on that form later on. So first move that I want to focus on is what we call the reverse upset punch. Okay, so how this works, if you guys remember, back when we had our Won-Yo form, we had a square block and this move. It's similar, but different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right hand. I put that out. Left hand is at my hip. Both of them are palms down. The one hand that is out is going to come in towards my shoulder or bicep area, somewhere in here. And the other hand is going to punch up, kind of like an uppercut. That's why it's called a reverse upset punch, because the punch is set up. All right, so one more time. The hand comes out. This arm pulls in. The other one punches up. So we get this guy. Hands on your bicep or in the shoulder area, somewhere in here. And this one punches straight up. It's similar when we had this one, but it's close. It's a little different, right? So do that about 5 times on each side. Now keep in mind, when we do this in the form, it's only going to be going towards your right, but just for practice, let's do both sides. Okay, 5 times each side. Go for it. Make sure that hand that's out comes in and the other one comes up. When you're done, do the other side. The whole idea is be able to move both hands at the same time. Try that. All right, beautiful. All right, guys, so from here, now let's transition. Now let's go from a square block position into that reverse upset punch. So the square block, keep in mind, is doing 2 things with both hands. One hand does an outer forearm block. The other hand is in a high block position. This is half your square. This is half your square. Here. I tell the kids, take off your seatbelt. So we're wearing our seatbelt on our side. It comes up across our body. Once it gets to about where your shoulder's at, it flips. Here. Like that. So square blocks, 5 times each side, and then we're going to put both moves together. All right, go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, putting those 2 moves together. So how the transition happens, you're going to go from here, you're going to reach out. Hand comes down into that next move. So your feet don't move or anything. They stay where they are. So to practice this, I'm actually going to start, and we're going to do it kind of in a across the floor kind of style. So starting on one side, I'm going to step to my back stance, square block, reach, and that punch. I step back together and it repeats. Square block, punch. Square block, punch. Just working on those 2 moves to kind of break them down so we get the motion. Try it out a few times, guys. Square block and punch. I'm going to open this up so I can check everybody. Mr. Mudd, you're going to make sure you reach out for that punch there. Yes, from there. Good. There's Crystal, you've gone off the screen and can't see you. There you go. Boom. Other hands on your hip. Palm down. Yes. Pull it in and, yep. That's it. All right, keep working, guys. I'm going to go fill up my water bottle. I'll be right back.
I got you guys. So if you're still going, I'm watching. Crystal, which side is your right side? Okay, so let's go that direction for that square block. Okay, so the left hand does the first palm heel, then the 2 punches, and then everything else goes to the left. Yes, unless he told you to do both sides. And if he did, that's okay. But the right side is what you will do in the form. Did you want to unmute yourself and say something?
Yeah, I want to say he told us to try it on both sides.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, cool.
That's why I was doing it. But he did specify that it's going to the right in the form.
I wasn't super focused. I was
Yeah, no, that's okay. But am I right? You're starting here, right? And then you go.
Yes, but bottom hand should be palm up.
Oh, palm up like this.
Like that. Top hand should be up and top hand should be thumb up. Think about thumb up on the top hand.
Oh, like this.
No, rotate it halfway.
Like this. Like this.
That, yes.
Like you're okay. So you're here, and then you do the square block.
Perfect.
Then the hand comes out, this stays down. Stab yourself and come through.
Yeah, think more to your bicep. When that hand comes in, it's going to come to your bicep.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like here.
Well, it kind of looks like you're giving somebody a lewd motion, but it's
okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Nice, Mr. Mudd. Looks good.
All right, I'm back.
Come on, Aaron. Let me see some strong technique, brother. Other hand, man. Other hand. No. What I meant, Aaron, was that you had the wrong hand crossed over. So good. Bring that hand to your yes, that's it.
Good. All right. So from here, guys, let's take this a step back, and we're going to transition and do a different kind of drill. So we're going to take the other 2 sets of moves, which is our fixed stance punch and our one-handed, I call it a retreating knife hand because you're kind of pulling yourself backwards. So how we do that, I'm going to start in a fixed stance, which is a back stance, but twice as long, with a front hand punch. From there, this hand is going to cross over my face. I bring my heels together, but not my toes, just my heels. Then I chop down. So we're going to go punch, chamber, feet together, chop. And just repeat. Punch, chop. Punch, chop. Just like so. Anyone need to see that again? Are we okay? Miss Crystal, you need to see it again? Okay. So we're at our fixed stance, which is our back stance, but twice as wide. So it's as wide as a sitting stance. Front hand punch. So my right hand is punching. I'm going to take that hand and chamber it for a knife hand. My feet come together, and as soon as my heels hit, I chop. Nice. So we're not coming all the way up and around. It's just kind of a little flick out, coming down on someone's shoulder, collarbone area. Here. Hey, does that help, ma'am? Yes? Okay. Let's try that out about 5 times just for practice. It's going to be on your right side for the form, but I want you to do it both sides just for practice. Punch, chop. Punch, chop. other side. Just like that. Let's take a look. Punch and chop. Hold on, Miss Crystal. Your front foot is doing all the movement. Okay, but yes, your right leg. So you're gonna step out with the right and then bring it back with the right. Here, hold on, I'm gonna unmute you so I can hear you because
I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever seen any of the new form.
Okay, take your time.
Yes, this is the first class that I've done this week because I've been super busy with work other than other things with him and e-learning. So you're here together. This one, the palm up, right? Is it palm up? Here?
For the punch?
For the left hand, if the right hand's punching?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for this drill, that's the way it's going to work, but it's not going to work like that for the form. But just for this, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so I punch, and then I retract, come together with the L shape of the feet, and
but
then
not before you chamber. So you're going to chamber with your foot still out.
Okay, so I'm here. I punch, chamber, then come together.
Yes. Now the knife hand is a downward knife hand. You're coming
It's
down.
a downward. Okay.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm going
not down low, but as in down like this. So your hand is this way.
Oh, I see. So it's like that?
Sideways.
Sideways. Oh, I see. Instead of
Thumb
side,
up.
I got you. Thumb up.
Yeah.
So it's like this.
Yeah, you're going to go that way.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, think about coming down on someone's collarbone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They're not coming in, you're going down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the idea.
So I'm here, I
Nice.
punch, and then come together. Okay.
Down.
Yeah.
This way. Like your motion is down, not the arm is down. The motion is coming down. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to get it eventually.
It's all right. It's all right. Take your time. There's no rush. This is the first week of the new cycle. Okay. All right, guys. So from here, now let's kind of go backwards. And now let's kind of take the form step by step, starting at the beginning. Okay. As beginners, you guys will only have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 8 moves as a beginner. Now, intermediate, Miss Crystal, you're falling into this category. You're going to have a little bit more. All right. So from here, guys, I'm going to start Chumbi position. My feet are together. This is that twin arcs low. So right hand, left hand. On the top, my palms are crossed, not my fingers. Palm. Knees are relaxed. From here, I'm going to step over. I'm going to step my left foot out to a sitting stance and left hand palm heel. From there, right hand punch, left hand punch. Good. From there, I'm going to chamber on my, excuse me, I'm doing this backwards. I'm going to chamber on my left side. This is my right, but I know it's your left of your screen. So I'm going to bring my right foot in to a back stance and square block. Now, the whole beginner section of the form is everything going to the right side. From there, we reach and we do that punch. And then our fixed stance punch that we had from before. So I push, other hand comes to my hip, adjust, and punch. Then this is where the knife hand comes in. Here, boom. Yeah, so let's try all of that together. And then there's one more move to finish up the beginner form. Okay. All right, Chumbi, Palm heel, 1. Punch 2. Punch 3. Chamber on your left. Square block, 4. Reach, 5. Upset punch. And 6, we're going to push, adjust and punch. Chamber, 7. Knife hand. Good. Last move of the beginner form. We're going to step this foot and this hand, punch. And that is the end of the beginner section of the form. Okay, and then we turn forward and we do all that stuff going that way. Okay. Now, any questions so far? All right, one more time together, and then I'm going to open this up and let you guys practice on your own. All right, Junbi. 1. Left hand. 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right. Open this back up here. All right, questions there? No. All right, take a second. Let's go through that. And Miss Crystal, if you would like to, if you feel comfortable with that section, I can take you just a few steps more, but that's entirely up to you, ma'am. Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. I got you.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, even though I'm still learning the first few, I'd love to see what the next few look like. So I'm enthusiastic about it. I don't have it all memorized from the beginning, but I will have.
Okay. All right. I'll do that for you.
Thank you, sir.
That's no problem. All right, Aaron, let's get you going, man. Now, real quick, Justin, something to think about. It's not a huge deal right now, but when you step out for your fixed stance punch after this move, we want our weight to be evenly distributed between both legs. Yeah, so it's like a sitting stance, but one foot is facing out, the other one is here, so you're either like that. Yeah. It's a weird position, especially starting out, but it's just one of those things because it kind of looks like from here that you're leaning a little bit forward like a front stance. Yes. But we want to be even distributed between both legs. Yeah. That's a sitting stance with one foot turned out. All right. All right. Ms. Crystal, do you need help, ma'am? Yes. All right. I'll walk you through it, okay? Do me, step out to the left, palm heel. 2 punches. Chamber on your left for the square block. Now you don't have to bring your feet all the way together. They just slide in just enough to where we get the back stance, yeah. And then we have that punch, yep. And fixed stance punch. So you don't know what a fixed stance is? Okay, so you're going to take, it's okay. You're going to take your front leg and you're gonna extend that out as wide as a sitting stance would be. But you're gonna use the other hand, it's the front hand, ma'am. Yeah. Now, in Louisville, we call it a sideways punch, and it seems to help out a little bit because your body is sideways. So instead of being square, you're sideways because you're using that front hand. So yeah, other way. So you want your body facing me, but your head facing the other way. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we call it sideways punch. Your body is sideways. Yeah. And then from there, we do the chop when we bring our feet together. And then step forward, left hand, left foot punch. Left foot also. So left hand and left foot. Yeah, you're stepping all the way through. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Would you like to see the next transition and how it continues? Yes? Okay. Let's take, let me make myself big again. Now, keep in mind, if you guys are watching me for this next section, if you are white, yellow, orange, you will not have this next part. But if you're higher than that, then you will have this next part. Okay? So from here, we have our chop and our punch. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to step forward with my left foot into a front stance to the front. Low block. And then from there, Miss Crystal, can you see me? Okay. From there, I'm going to step forward and do one punch. This is where it gets a little bit funky. This is what we call a pull forward ready stance. So I have that punch out. I'm going to take this hand. I slap it here. And I'm going to pull my left foot in to turn my body sideways, but I keep my fist out. Then I do a side kick. Chop. I'm going to stop right there. Okay. So again, this is how that transitions. We did our chop and our punch. We turn to the front, low block, punch. I come in, and my hands are this way. And then when I pull myself in, it kind of rolls in front of my fingers like this. Okay. So I roll, side kick, chop. Okay. Now all this, guys, all this stuff is on the app. So if you want to watch it, and there's even written out instructions in there too. So if you want to take that and practice that, and you can even schedule private lessons with one of the instructors, that helps too. Especially with this new form, there's not many moves that repeat in this form. Just like previous forms where you did one thing on one side and one thing on the other, this form doesn't really have that much. There's a few, but not much. So it's imperative that we practice. Okay. The next form will have some repeating moves. One after that, I don't know if it has many. Anyway, not every traditional form has repeating moves on either side. It's just the way it is.
There will be a talked through tutorial coming up that I did with the instructors yesterday. So I'll be sorting that out today and uploading that to the app as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that will be huge. Okay. All right, guys. So from here, since we have one of our intermediate students with us today, we're going to kind of touch base on, we kind of do it in the air. We're going to touch base on how the self-defense move will look for this cycle. Okay. Now this one, now you're going to imagine, because I don't have anyone with me here, I'm going to open this up to me again. You're going to imagine there's someone behind me and they're grabbing my collar or coming behind me with a rear choke. Okay, so they're behind me, grabbing up high in this area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my hand all the way up, and I'm going to turn towards that person, towards that arm. I wrap up both of their arms. And I want to get it kind of high. I'm going to lift. That way they can't pull their arms out and use them. So I wrap it up. From there, I have them trapped. You're gonna take the other hand, punch in 2 times at the belly or the side of the body, kind of kidney area. And then we can strike with an elbow or a palm heel to the face. So relatively easy, this one. So again, you're just gonna have to imagine there's someone behind you. So they grab. I'm gonna reach up. This is from behind, so I'm gonna turn towards them. Wrap it up. Lift. 2 punches down. And then 1 strike, either elbow, palm heel, up. Right. Right here. The idea is to have the foot on the same side that you're lifting to kind of land and everything wraps at the same time. Hand foot timing. You're gonna come up and around, wrap. Lift it up, 2, 1, or here. Nice. Now for our beginner guys here, you guys won't have to do this for your testing, but it's still important stuff and good to know. Okay? Give it a try. Now, Miss Crystal. Now, I know it's kind of hard to judge when there's no one there, but if you're kind of having your arm up like this, keep in mind their arms are in yours, kind of in this area. So you want to wrap here, okay? And then you're going to lift this way. Yeah, it's in here, in the kind of armpit area, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna use that. Yeah, like that. A little floppy. Hey, Aaron, turn the other way, bud. So if you raise up your right arm, you're gonna turn towards the right. Yeah, that's the idea. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, that's it, guys. You know, I never thought beating up a sloth would look so precious. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, guys. So from here, any questions before we move on?
Is it one arm? Go or both arms when you raise it? Is it this way or is it just this way?
It's just one arm.
Okay.
You're wrapping both of their arms with just one arm.
All right, so it's this, right?
You want to turn the same direction that you have the arm. Yeah, but stepping the same foot too. So if you lift up your right arm, you're going to use your right leg to step. That's, yeah, Yeah, that's it. That's a good question. That's a good question. Now, it's kind of a variation on what we teach our little leaders, because they have the same kind of thing where they have a shoulder grab and they twist around. Same idea, but a little bit different. A little bit different. Nice. All right, guys, so from here, we're going to take a second and we're going to finish up with a couple different challenges. We're going to do 2. Now, first challenge is I'm going to set a timer here for, let's do 1.5 minutes. And we're going to roll with the punches. So we're going to be here doing kind of a speed bag thing. Rolling our hands. This here. Yes, Mario, we're going to do a split challenge after that too. I know we can't see you, but you send a chat in. All right. So keeping the elbows up high, this will get rid of what we call the bingo arms or the wings. And we're just going to keep those up, and you're just going to roll. 1.5 minutes, kind of speed bag drill. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Go. All right, go for it. Boom. Keep the elbows up high and just roll the punches around. Yeah, in the past, I've hit myself in the face, so I tend to turn my head sideways when I do this. Because I have punched myself, and that's not fun. Keep it going. Boom, 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 boom. "40 seconds left, guys. Try to keep up the speed. Don't slow down. Try to keep it up. Maintain, maintain. 25. Woo. 10 seconds. Keep it up. Keep it up. Almost done. Woo. Time. All right. Woo. That one. Woo. I love that one. Yeah, feel it. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So from here. Next challenge, last challenge. I'm going to set my timer here. We're going to do our splits challenge. And it is 1:48 seconds. So we're going to hold our split position for 1:48 seconds. All right.
I've got you, sir. If you want to do it.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
All right,
Aaron,
so
I saw that comment and no, yes, it is. Too bad. So sad. Just deal with it. All right. Get in position. Smiles and smiles. You hate the well, sorry.
What's that say?
It's gonna get up to 6 minutes by the end of the month. You
I
got
hate the
this.
split. We can do it, guys. Come on.
All right, here we go. Starting. Time has started. Let's go, Aaron. Get in spot. Good, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Aaron. Stick in it, man. If you think about rolling your feet down, you can use it to hold you up a little bit and use it to keep a little pressure there. Or if you got a cat that wants to mess with you there, Crystal, stay down there, Aaron. All right, 1 minute left. Let's go, guys. You got it. All want to be flexible like Mr. Jackson. Stay in it. Use fists, Aaron. It'll help if your wrists are getting tired. There you go, buddy.
Now, what a lot of people don't think is they're like, oh, well, you just flexible. No, I have to keep stretching so I maintain it. Because if I don't stretch, I lose it. I really do.
25 seconds left. Almost there, guys. $15 seconds. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. 5 seconds. Time. Time.
Aaron,
Time, Crystal. Time. Get up.
It's all right, guys. All right, nice and easy, guys. Bring it up.
So A couple of things when we do this, yoga instructor once, told me, and just she was an amazing person. When I was a third degree, I had private lessons to work on my flexibility. And one of the things she had me do when we were working on splits was she had me use a cushion or a focus. We used body shields at the time because it was in the school, but you can use your couch to take the weight off your legs, which will then allow them to relax more. So that's some things you can think about, is use something to allow you to relax more. The other thing was breathe. You have to breathe. If you don't breathe, it's a problem. If you fall out of it, Aaron, if you fall out of it, what's happening is your muscles will then tighten back up. So it's, you're fighting them, they're fighting. That pain that you're feeling when you stretch is the same thing that you have, just to a little bit higher degree, as if you were to hold your arm out with a weight in it. That muscle pain that you would feel, because your muscles are contracting trying to hold position. Flexibility, guys, I want to say on this, flexibility is mental. It's mental. And I know that sounds kind of, it's nervous system. Not really mental. You can't just think it, but it's nervous system. So how I want you to understand that is, if someone is passed out, they will go just about any which way but loose. So that's because their brain is shut off on it, right? I mean, if you've taken a look at your kid may not be, or a friend in your case, Aaron, hopefully no kid yet. If you've looked at them when they're sleeping, you go, how in the world can they sleep that way? It's because the brain is shut off. So same idea, if someone's passed out, if someone's, knocked out, whatever, their body will do all sorts of things that they normally couldn't or wouldn't be able to do. So it's subconscious. It's your body fighting because of leg strength. That's why we're phasing this in up tenth of a minute every little bit, every day. So it strengthens our legs, and our muscles start believing that we can hold it out in that position and be safe. So it's just kind of keep that idea, that mental thought process on this, is that strength is what we're trying to gain while it's getting flexible, but that's more strength than anything. Okay.
Good work, sir. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you guys for coming out and joining us today. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys learned something. And sir, any final words?
Last thing is just check your email, because we sent out an email today about if you wanted us to bring you your belt. I know we're doing it in Louisville and on this side of the river. I'm not sure what we are okay to do across the river because the rules are a little bit different. So, I mean, here we can do, definitely social distancing, but we can drive around and we're not going to have the Kentucky State Police take our license plate and make us quarantine. However, whatever your feelings on everything is, I just want to do the right thing by your state laws. So if you're over, Mr. Mudd, you guys over there, I just want to make sure we're doing the right things. But in any case, it'll be a phased reopening, but phase one. While you guys were taking class, the president laid out what he believes should be the phases, and gyms are in phase one. So whenever, we still have to go by our county board of health, but we'll be there. So you're going to start seeing some things coming out, guys, because like I said, I believe it's going to be a phased rollout, just like it is, phased rollout. We're going to be just like we kind of had a phased shutdown where we had video classes during the day, live classes at night, at least in Clarksville. It's going to be kind of the same idea. I'm sure we're not going to have 100% of the population run back into the school immediately. And so we're going to be kind of keeping that mindset moving forward until we see that these classes are getting smaller and smaller and dwindling, and then we'll go back to the full onslaught of schedule. Last I talked to all about kids, they're thinking probably June is when they're going to be opening up across the river, just because of billing purposes and things like that. So, and making sure, because they're a little bit slower to move, I think, than Indiana has been. So we'll see. You know, they're all working together. So hopefully we all get on the same page since we're all one big region.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I want to thank you again for coming out. We'll see you on the mat next time. Bye, everyone.
See you guys.
Good work today.
Thanks for coming.